And so it begins. What is up, Fin fans? First agreement or signing of the tampering period for the Miami Dolphins. And yes, you read the title correctly. The Miami Dolphins have agreed to terms with Mike White as their backup quarterback. It's a 2-year deal worth up to $16 million. Again, up to. So it isn't probably going to be $8 million a year. There's probably a ton of incentives, probably around like $5 million or something. Again, the way I'm going to be doing the tampering period and the contracts and stuff is obviously when news breaks, I'm going to try to get it to you like this, quick little video talking about who signed and my thoughts on it. And then we're going to move on to the next one. And then when the contracts come out, I'll make a full video breaking down each of the contracts. So that's kind of how I'm going to take upon this. But yeah, Miami Dolphins are going with Mike White as their backup quarterback. And from what I'm hearing, and this is from Barry Jackson, he said Dolphins opt for Mike White as their backup quarterback. Agent for higher quality backups said Dolphins were unwilling to go beyond a certain price point for higher level backups that they discussed. So you guys know, the backups that I named: Gardner Minshew, Baker Mayfield, Marcus Mariota, Taylor Heineke, Cooper Rush. Those are the guys that I wanted the Dolphins to go after, guys who have starting experience like Gardner Minshew, Baker Mayfield, Marcus Mariota, guys that have done it consistently. One of them, first overall pick. But the Dolphins go with Mike White. Here's my thoughts on that. Right? And I said that on Twitter, right? That was my reaction when I first saw it. It was just, whatever. We'll see how he pans out. Obviously, he's going to be competing for backup roles with Skylar Thompson. It's going to be the competition there. And some people are sowing their feelings because I was like, so many other better options out there. And then one guy says, like who? Complaining just to complain. And then someone else says, do your homework. Dude is going to ball out if we need him. People in rare form today. You can't have your own opinion on Twitter. I think Mike White is a decent backup. I think in a scenario where if we need him for a game or two, hopefully that's it. Again, if Tua doesn't play at least 15 games, I'm going to lose my mind. I think he could do what we need him to do. I think he can, come in and win. We saw him with the Jets. We saw him making plays. We saw him moving them down the field. It just so happened that when they got into the end zone, he couldn't punch it in. So, Mike White, I think he's going to compete with Skylar. Skylar gets a second year. Maybe he takes that leap. Maybe he gets out of his head and he processes things quicker and he's more decisive with his throws. But yeah, that's your backup quarterback, or competition for backup quarterback, is Mike White. Nah. That's honestly that's my reaction, because when Mike White was with the Jets, he would come in and he'd have a game and he'd spark a fire under the Jets fans, and then all of a sudden they were like, Mike White, and then he would have an all right game, and then he'd get injured, and there was 2 years back to back of that happening. So I'm like, but again, we have the best quarterbacks coach in the NFL, Mike McDaniel. Maybe they could do something here. But again, my reaction to that is hopefully I never see him on the field. 17, 18, 19 games straight for Tua Tagovailoa. Like, that man needs to stay healthy, because when he's on the field, the team does better. When he's on the field, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, they do better. So he needs to stay healthy. Please, for the love of God. But yeah, Mike White, Dolphins signed him. Other news that broke today. Supposedly the Raiders are going hard after Jimmy Garoppolo. He might get signed while I'm recording this. And I keep checking my Twitter just in case any other news breaks or we go after anyone else. Supposedly Jet fans are upset. Supposedly they're getting nervous because Aaron Rodgers is holding him hostage. Jets Rock, Mike White t-shirt ahead. Yeah. So other news though, right tackles seem to be going. For Drawn Taylor, who I wanted, signed a huge contract, 4 years, $80 million, $60 million guaranteed. Mike McGlinchey is going to the Denver Broncos. He's signing a massive contract, 5 years, $87.5 million, $50 million guaranteed. Mike McGlinchey to the Denver Broncos. So the right tackle position is starting to dwindle away. I'll keep you guys updated on all of that. Yeah. So the only move right now is Mike White. But again, I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to panic. I'm not going to be like, the sky's falling, because we did this last year. And the whole time Chris Greer was working on a trade for Tyreek Hill, and the whole time he was talking to Teron Armstead, and he was doing things here and there to make the offense better. So I'm going to sit back. I'm going to wait. There's still a lot of good players out there I want the Dolphins to go after. Bobby Wagner, get some type of offensive lineman, whether it's a guard or a tackle, running back, do your thing. But I thought I'd make a quick video. This is what I'm going to do. If I don't do this, I'm going to make shorts, and then I'll make a full recap at the end of the day. So be sure to check out the shorts. But other than that, Mike White, competing to back up. Let me know how you feel in the comments below, and I'll see you when something else breaks. But like usual, stay classy. Offense up.